No, I'm sorry. I can't in all good conscience play any more of that. Seriously, try something else. Yes, yes! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this impromptu Gosupizza Supreme Showmatch series between the one and only Destiny and the mighty Nathanias. A match, perhaps, of the clerical era. My name is Totalbiscuit. I'm joined on the stream here by Gosupizza's very own Lycan.
How you doing?
I'm doing alright. I'm doing better because I get to see some fantastic StarCraft. You know, I think the Shoutcraft Sandisk Invitational was a really good lead-up to this. It was good. Bit of a warm-up, you know? The appetizer before the main course. This high-quality StarCraft we're going to be seeing today.
Only the craft, especially when Destiny and Nathanias are involved. I woke up today and I literally said to myself, you know what? I just want to throw money at players. And I tweeted it out, and these two were the ones who responded.
Of course. I mean, these are the kind of guys that if money was thrown in front of them on the street, they would simply scrounge it up immediately. They would get their hands dirty, they'd get down on their hands and knees, just scrape it up as quickly as they could. They'd fight off others with broken bottles, knives. It's a tough esports world out there.
I think Nathanias would cast 6-year-olds playing Mortal Kombat if someone paid him to do it.
Absolutely, yeah. To be fair, I would also cast 6-year-olds playing Mortal Kombat if someone paid me to do it, although I imagine there would be quite a lot of fallout from allowing 6-year-olds to play Mortal Kombat. But I would like to test it. That's the kind of thing I would love to try. Now, I don't know what's up with Destiny, but he is currently failing the first test, which is the ability to join the game. We'll give him another shot. Yep. You haven't put game hard on, have you? Not by the looks of it.
Oh, where's that setting?
It's not a big deal. We can put it on the next map.
What's it under?
It's under custom mods.
Oh, you have to choose the game with game heart.
You've got to do an extension mod for it.
All right, next game we'll have game heart.
All right, cool. I'm glad to see our production values are as high as this deserves to be. Where did Destiny go?
Probably to poop. I'd say poop.
Give him 5 minutes, then he forfeits his money. I'll get him moving.
That's an expensive poop.
Absolutely. The best laxative you could possibly get. Hey, Destiny, we're giving your money to Nathan. Right back in there.
So your team's about to start playing. You excited?
Yeah, should be good. I'm pretty confident about Heart's ability to beat Violet, and Alicia's ability to beat Bomber is... Well, he did it last time, but you know how Bomber is. Like, there's days when Bomber looks completely untouchable, like best in the world untouchable. Then there's days where, like, did Bomber actually show up today, or was it... Was it Bomber's cousin that just wanted to ride in his coattails? I don't really understand who this guy is. Bomber's lore always applies, of course. So, I don't know. It's always hard. I love to root for Bomber, but I think like being a Bomber fan is a very difficult thing. And it's a very painful experience for a lot of people.
Alright, so since we had the AFK guy, we're gonna go ahead and restart it as Game Heart.
Alright, cool.
So if you actually want to go ahead and start it, you can do that. That way we don't have to wait for me to...
I'll just randomly start putting them on Shoutcraft Clan Wars maps. It's like, you never played this one before. Give it a try. Yeah, I can set this up, no problem at all. For those just tuning in, why don't you explain what on earth Gosupizza is and why they're watching the stream?
So Gosupizza is anyone who wants to play, whatever league you're in. We hold league-specific tournaments. So you're bronze, you're going to play bronze, plat, you're going to play plat, etc. And it's free to sign up. You know, we only take the first 16 to sign up. But the winner gets free pizza, and who doesn't love pizza, let alone free pizza?
That's pretty good. Do you get to choose where the pizza comes from?
To an extent. So we've had issues. I've had my card canceled 3 times.
Wow.
Ordering pizzas in different countries. And so basically now we revert to gift cards. If you're in the United States or Canada, we can send you a gift card for the pizza that you have available in your area. Otherwise, you get a Jinx gift certificate instead, which, hey, you know, $20 will get you a shirt on Jinx.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't eat your shirt, though.
What's that?
You can't eat your shirt, though.
No, you can't. I mean,
that's the kind of thing you should have considered.
Well, didn't Apollo eat a hat?
He tried. I have it on good authority that Apollo pussied out of that, though. That was actually just a promo shot, if you can believe it. Just disgusting. Disgusting behavior.
Oh, man. I wouldn't eat a hat. That'd probably ruin something.
I imagine so. Okay, so Destiny's still FK. We're trying to get him in. Give him another shot. And I believe you should just be able to join off me now that we're...
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Just make things a little easier.
on my way in. I'm downloading it. It's my first time on this map.
Wow, exciting. Well, I imagine you're downloading Game Heart, not Frost. It's like, it's your first time on Frost. Okay, all right then.
Had it vetoed for 3 seasons, right?
Yeah, I don't really blame you. All right, fantastic. Destiny's in. I'm trying to think of, like, what team I could pick. I'm tempted to just pick random teams for him. Like, I could pick CJ Entus, but I don't want to jeopardize my relationships with Kesper teams, so maybe not the best of ideas. Gamma Bears, they're dead. He can be Gamma Bears. There we go. Dead team for dead game. Excellent. All right. Let's see if these guys are ready to rock and roll. Looks like they might be. Definitely looks like they might be. We're going to turn off Passing of the Blue Crown there, which is an absolutely fantastic track, and go into the StarCraft music, which is maybe not quite as good.
Is this guy going to be doing the ops?
I have no idea who that is. So, he can go away. I didn't invite him. I don't know how he got in here. Let's go. Oh, great. Yep. Picking blue and slightly different shade of blue. Okay, that's a good start.
At least the races are different.
Yeah, well, Game Heart will save the day on that one. I can tell you that for a fact. All right, folks, we're loading in. First map is going to be Frost. Ellie, it's going to be a best-of-5 series here between Destiny and Nathanias. It's going to be some top-notch StarCraft action.
It's going to be a lot of fun. TVZ now with the new changes to Hellbat, absolutely love it.
Of course, yeah. It's enough, I think, to set Destiny on edge a little bit.
Yeah, I watched his stream yesterday. You know, he did pretty well against some Terran. So I am excited to see what Nathanias and Destiny are going to pull out.
Huh. That would explain why Ruff switched to Protoss today and beat him then. Alright, let's see how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gosupizza Supreme Showmatch. Supreme. Absolutely. What, Nathanias? To the northwest position here of Frost, a classic map that is now dead. It's completely gone. Just like the game. In the light blue trunks, playing Terran. It's Nathanias of Root Gaming. Seems like Root will take just about anyone these days.
He's back on the team. He used to be there. Took off to let his casting career grow. And deciding, time to go back.
Yeah, you know, why not? If they take Major back, they'll take anyone. And in the northeast position, who I have decided will, for today, be on Team Gamma Bears, because they have the best logo and their team is sadly dead now. To the northeast position, in the other blue trunks, playing Zerg, it is Destiny.
And if you guys haven't heard, Destiny has a tournament coming up. I don't know the exact date, but you can find it on Reddit. And I'm pretty excited to see it. $5,000, I think he said, total. Yeah. Being put into the tournament.
Yep. He released his invite list, which... Let's just be abundantly clear. It's an invite list. It is a very optimistic invite list. But I certainly hope that some of those guys will turn up, because it sounds like a good tournament. And I believe he's calling it Destiny 1. That's why the hell not.
It's a pretty exciting sounding name. Destiny 1.
Destiny 1. It sounds like... I think that's a space station, frankly. I can see in the next 20 years we'll have a space station called Destiny 1.
I could absolutely see that.
Expansion going down right here for Destiny. So, hatch first play. Very standard, 12-12 here for Nathanias, probably going into the Reaper. Now, I expect some creativity out of Nathanias, honestly. Because Lord knows he can't hold up mechanically.
No, absolutely not. And I want to see... I wonder if he's going to go for... he's not going to go for the fast expand. He's going to go for the quicker Hellion factory.
You think? All right. Okay. It'll be nice to see a little bit of aggression, a little bit of poking coming out of there. Nathanias with the scout here as well. Really early scout from Nathanias and also a Reaper. Interesting. Like playing... I don't know, I mean, it is Frost, so I suppose he just gets lucky. He scouts the northeast and says, alright, fair enough then. I can just back off, no problem at all. Doesn't look like he wants to do anything too silly, like try and place a bunker. I wonder if we'll... Yep, second... excellent. Second Reaper coming out. Nathanias unveiling some next level of Illo strats right there. And... oh, you were lagging.
I was just going to say... Yep, just a little bit. Was that me?
It was, yes.
Now, let me turn this off. Maybe that'll help. I had your stream open, so I can watch the chat.
Yeah, don't do that. We're far too high bitrate for that. We're actually not. Time Warner was terrible, but... Destiny's getting a bit rustled. We need to watch out for this. I have noticed that those who were perhaps en route in the past do tend to get upset by poor playing conditions and forfeit tournaments. So it's very careful. It should be easy. We need to be a bit careful just to make sure that everything's running fine for him. I'll
Wait,
send
was
over...
Todd en route?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I remember a video, I think it was Todd, Warcraft 3 LAN tournament.
Can't be. Todd would never do something like that. Absolutely not. Alright, a little bit of Reaper action. Let's see Nathanias dance. I've seen Nathanias dance. It was a very depressing experience. Oh, but he gets a drone. What was that drone doing there? Destiny just leaving that line there for him. A little gift. A little gift for our Terran brethren.
No, he's doing well. He's keeping him alive. And is he going to get out? That one is low.
Yep, Destiny just kind of gives up halfway through. Which, you know, is a fairly standard build there for Destiny.
And we do have the factory, and of course, you know, we are going to see the Hellions. I think that's, you know, a given. The question is whether or not the reactor or the armory will go down.
Man, that's a really early starport though for Nathanias, gotta say.
Cloaked Banshee?
Maybe, yeah. I like that. Actually, we saw a Spore Crawler there, but of course cancelled. That was to try and keep it away from Nathanias' Reaper. Nathanias loses one Reaper, gets another Scout. He's only killed one worker so far, and that was the donor worker. There's the second one though. 2 workers for 2 Reapers, not brilliant. If he gets out of this will be nice, and he does. There you go.
So that's good. That is going to just add that little bit more potency to the push when he goes with the Hellions and the Reaper and the Banshee.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little bit extra hit points in that push. I wonder if he will go for the Hellbat push, or if he's just going to go with straight up Hellion Banshee. It seems like if he's going to be building Banshees, he's not going to have the gas for an armory anytime soon, so... I don't know, though. It is Nathanias. He has very special ideas about how to play StarCraft.
Yeah, and, you know, he's got the... Destiny has the third coming down, so Nathanias is going to want to start pressuring that, trying to get it to not be there anymore. You want to delay it, you want to get rid of it, and with the new Hellbat change, it makes it very easy to deter any kind of, you know, lings that could save an early third hatch.
That is true, but with Cloak coming down, I don't see Nathanias necessarily having the gas for the armory. He might decide to do it. I mean, if he did, though, he's foregoing, like, eBay upgrade, stim, combat shield, everything in favor of just trying to do more damage, which maybe is not such a great idea. And the Tech Lab coming down here on the barracks indicates that Nathanias will want to transition out of this into a more straight-up bio play. We'll see. You know, we never know. He might come up with something crazy. In the meantime, as the Hellions push onto creep, Destiny moving in with the lair and getting a couple of Spore Crawlers up. That is not enough links to deal with that unless Nathanias donates the Hellions over. And looks like he's...
Nope.
Oh, nice.
Almost got a queen.
Yeah. Destiny on the ball.
Yeah, that would be definitely a huge investment. You know, you bring down that armory and go for Cloak Banshee. You're basically hoping to God that your Hellbats are enough to take care of whatever he throws at them and making it a horribly cost-inefficient trade.
Pretty much, yeah. So I don't think we're going to be seeing too much of that. There's a couple more barracks being added on. And there is the Banshee. Cloaking field going to be done in about 10 seconds. Spore Crawl at the front there. I like that positioning for Destiny, actually. He's clearly identified what's coming. And he has what he needs to deal with it, but he's sort of trying to push these away and get enough lings to crush this army. And right now, he only barely has enough, and it's a bit dicey one way or the other.
Yeah, and he's going for, instead of a Roach Warren, he's going for a Spire.
Interesting. All right. Well, I mean, I suppose he's exploiting the fact that there's only one Marine on the map. I mean, it's a pretty good thing to do. And he's over halfway done on the Spire. There's still only one Marine being produced at a time. So it's not brilliant for Nathanias. And Banshees can't shoot that. And I would say surround. I mean, Nathanias should have done a bit more damage there, but he tried to move away as opposed to shoot. So that didn't help too much. Destiny crushes that at the third base. Great transfusers as well. And the Queens will stay alive, and that push soundly thrashed with fair minimal damage done, really.
Yeah, really good. Still only 2 workers killed by Nathanias, so definitely good for Destiny. He is going to go into the mutas, and while there aren't too many Marines out, he doesn't have the medevacs to hold them out, so even if a few Marines came out, not really going to hold off those muta pushes.
Yeah, it might be a bit of a problem. I mean, Nathanias is still on 2 bases. He is at least building missile turrets, but mutas, especially with the close by air position, might be pretty good here. Let's see Burrow coming out of Destiny here as well. There's the +1 flyer attack upgrade follow-up. And Destiny should be able to pin Nathanias back in his base for a while here. Armory's coming up, which is kind of interesting. He does have double eBay, but he's only kind of started his +1 weapons, so... things are sort of a bit misaligned there. I'm not sure if he's going to try and maybe make a few more Hellbats, but I think it's just for 2-2.
I think he might be either this factory's making a reactor for another barracks, or he's going to go into Hellbat Marine.
It's nice. I like Hellbat Marine a lot. And we're seeing it mixed in a little bit in WCS now. They're tossing a few Hellbats into the mix because they're knowing that the Zerg players are for the most part going Ling Bane, Ling Muta. So having a few Hellbats in there can be absolutely phenomenal for you.
Yep, definitely. And it does look like it because he's kept that reactor on the factory.
All right, cool. I like to see that. You may also decide to use it for Widow Mines. Depends on how large this Muta flock gets. So far, not too big. Only 8. And resuming drone production here for Destiny.
Destiny on the way. Upgrades are just a little bit ahead. Nathanias is going to finish +1 weapons a little before.
And he's going to push out with... I mean, it's a decent Marine count, honestly. And frankly, Destiny's been getting really, really greedy. They're getting super fat here on 72 drones. The third base getting taken. I wonder if Nathanias will try and push out here, if he's just trying to secure the third. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from doing both. Start to throw down some defense at your third, throw down some mules, and then actively push out across the map. Burrow is done, though, so Baneling landmines could be a threat, but there aren't really enough Banes yet to make that happen. There's another 10 coming in, though.
Look how pretty they are. I love that.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Where did they go? They ran away from me. This always happens. There they are. Just gorgeous. I'm sure Nathanias will love them.
Would be nice.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to go, especially if Nathanias gets really greedy and drops a huge amount of mules. That would be pretty fantastic. I mean, Nathanias isn't really attacking with a huge group at this point. He's just sort of poking forward and securing his third base. And in come the Lings. Banelings rolling in.
Oh!
The splits from Nathanias, not heart level, I'm afraid. So he's going to be sent back with his tail between his legs. Pretty solid connections. There's going to be at least 1 medevac lost here, too.
Yep, and that whole time I'm thinking of Destiny's rape analogy in the Banelings. You saw him going in, and he does it every time. He swings in the Lings to grab the Marines and then put the Banelings inside him.
Yes, one of Destiny's higher brow moments there with that incredible family-friendly humor. Whatever the case, Destiny is now simply wheeling around with these Mutalisks, trying to look for medevac drops, trying to get some pickoffs. Here's the borrowed Banelings in the middle of the map. Nathanias is unfortunately nowhere near them. To be fair, getting good borrowed Baneling connections on Frost, one of the biggest maps in the map pool, is a little bit difficult. You gotta... Oh, hello, there's the scan. And actually catches that. The thing with the borrowed Banelings is you got to try and sometimes keep them away from the edge of the creep, because of course the Terran's going to scan. It's going to catch your borrowed Banelings in the process as well, so it's a little bit tricky there. So far, we've got a couple of Widow Mines being moved around the map. Maybe that... Oh, they're actually going to be seen by an Overlord as well. Wow. Okay. This is probably the slowest Widow Mine drop in history, coming down towards what looks like the 4th base.
Yeah, Destiny overall has very good map vision, except for the very bottom. Nathanias would have to go the longest route around to not get seen.
Yep, and that's going to be a fair amount of dead Marines here by the looks of it, but Destiny does decide to pull back. Currently, the upgrade's equal, and Nathanias with a fair count of Marines there. The Widow Mine drop was shut down quite nicely. Infestation Pit is being added on here. Looks like it's just to go up to Hive by the looks of it, but you never know with Destiny. You might sneak a few Infestors in there for good measure, and Nathanias trying to threaten the 3rd base. Nice pre-split here by Nathanias, but the Baneling flank coming in from all sides, and that's a lot of dead Terran.
That is absolutely no Widow Mine good hits at all.
Absolutely awful. It turns out that if you roll the dice in the Widow Mine, you don't control them, they're actually pretty terrible. So you got to watch out for that.
Yep, QXC does really well at controlling Widow Mines.
Absolutely. It's pretty advanced. I mean, even Pult doesn't do it all that well. He's often focusing on other things. There's only a few Terran that have really